Many years ago I used to have a estate car, and one of the things I bought for it, because well, more money than sense at the time, was a reversing beeper. And I got this one, and this one is now, must be 25-year-old or something, if maybe even more, because it would have been about, I don't know, 98. So I bought this, and it was sold as a beeper to wire to the car and fit under the car, and it was supposed to be waterproof and all this. Anyhow, when the car was sold for scrap, this was taken off and thrown in the back of the shed where it's been for the past 20-30 years. And when I come to try it, it wouldn't work, but I could just hear it, and it seems the speaker inside was in fact nothing more than a paper speaker. So waterproof, no. I bought it off eBay. They always tell the truth when they're selling something on eBay. There is a metal splash guard in there, and it is supposed to point down, but well, the damp got the better of it. So I went back on eBay, and they don't sell these anymore, I can't find them. But I did find a speaker of the correct size, and it was a plastic cone speaker, not a paper cardboard one. So I bought a pack of 3, because that's how they sold them, for something like £1.99. And it's finally turned up, and I've fitted the new plastic speaker in and glued it all back together. And so now I can wire it in under the van and put it back into good use. Now, one advantage I have with this is my van's an old one, so I don't have to worry about CAN bus type lighting or anything like that. That is a bit iffy when you start to cobble things onto it. This isn't. So what I'm going to have is, in the back of the van, I'm going to have, there'll be a reversing light bulb. Yeah, that's what I'm drawing, kind of like that. And so this metal chassis bit of the bulb usually goes to the metal of the van and provides your ground or your earth or your 0-volt rail or anything else you want to call it. This bit of the bulb here normally comes from a switch in your gearbox for reverse. So this one normally goes to plus 12 volt. Many years ago, I think it could have been a Rover, I came across one that was wired completely the opposite. The bulb metal was positive 12 volts, and then the wire went back to the gearbox and the switch made that end go to earth. I've not seen that done on anything else. This is the common way, but check yours. It's not my fault if you go up in smoke. So what I'll do is I'll connect the positive of the alarm over here to the back of this bulb over here. You'd think I'd connect that black wire maybe to the ground on the bulb, but no. We have another bulb on the back of the van, which is the side light bulb, what you often turn on when it's dark. These are usually the same way. One side of the bulb goes to chassis at van, and this gets plus 12 volts when you turn it on over your 3-position whatever lighting switch. I'm not going to earth this wire. I'm going to connect this wire to this bulb, side lights. I'm going to connect it to this bulb's 12 volt feed. And you're going to say, hey? Yeah, think about this. In the daytime, your side lights are off. which means this is earthed, and this is doing nothing, but it's earthed because it goes through the bulb like that. So I can connect that to there, and that becomes an effective earth. So when I put in reverse, I get 12 volts here, I get an earth there, we get sound over here. With me so far? Now I've heard that you're not supposed to use these when it's night time. Now when it's night time, my side light's going to be on. See where I'm going here? When my side light's on, that point there isn't an earth through that bulb anymore. That is now 12 volt. So when this becomes 12 volt, this doesn't have an earth. It can't work. So when my side lights are on, this doesn't work. Got it? There's only one small issue here. When my side lights are on, my reversing lights are not on, then this point becomes an earth through the bulb to the chassis to the van. So now I've got 12 volts up here on the black wire, and I've got a earth down here on the red wire, and this doesn't make sound, it makes smoke. So what we've got to do is make sure this only works one way. We've got to make sure the 12 volts from here can go around that way, but the 12 volts from here cannot go around that way. What we need between this wire here and this point here is a one-way street for electricity. We have to make sure that 12 volts can only go that way, not that way. We need it blocked that way. And there's a wonderful device you can buy for this for 10p from eBay. Well, you'll probably have to pay 99p for a box of 25. It's a diode. And this diode only allows electricity one way. I suggest when you buy them by part number, you get a 1N or 007. We like 007. Gets job done. Like this diode. They're fairly big enough and chunky to handle, and it will stop the issue when your side lights are on and your reverse lights are not on. That this is 12 volts on that bulb and it's grounded through that bulb, though it doesn't go the other way. I've said that twice now, but I don't want you to get that idea working. This is a good way of wiring this kind of thing up, or if you're wanting to do kind of two-way wiring with lights and things, sometimes you can use diodes to provide an override switch somewhere else that no matter what they're in, it'll turn them on and off. That's called diode steering, but that's for another day. Getting this on here on my van, that's today. So now I'm going to go grab a diode. Okay, I've been and got my diode. There it is. Tiny, innit? Can we zoom in better than this? There we are. Now you can just see that the end nearest to us has got a grey stripe. It should be a white stripe, but I guess they were short of paint that day. And poor old Derek the diode didn't get all his paint. But that goes that way. That white band represents this blockage here. So now Mr. Electricity can only go that way. And here's one here's one I got earlier. And I've soldered it into the black wire so it kind of matches to what his picture is. And here we have Bobby the battery. And as you'll be able to see, if we shove a wire onto here and then this wire through the diode. I can't do this with one hand. No, damn. My fingers just aren't big enough. There we go. It works. It's noisy. But if we do the naughty and cross the wires over, nothing happens. And we don't get no smoke. But if I use just this wire on its own here, and I put that on there, I'd have to buy another one, wouldn't I? Yeah. So we're not going to do that, children. We're going to say diodes are good. Diodes are useful. And diodes stop your stuff from blowing up. You can put these on your, well, whatever. But be warned, above an amp or two, when they start to get quite hot, doesn't matter how big a one you buy. I mean, this, I forgot how many amps this one's rated to, but even if it was rated at 50 amps, it would still get hot, because they drop about 0.6 of a volt. Now if you're using something that takes, I don't know, 5 amps or something, then that's 2.5 watts. And that's not much, but it eats up over time. I mean, when you think about those, you know, Christmas tree bulbs, they're what, 1 watt a piece, but they'll burn your fingers. So don't go using them for high ampage things unless you're using the metal versions that you can bolt to metal to keep them cool. For this job, nah, that ain't getting warm. But if you're using one on, say, a TV, there's a chance it might. I know somebody who used one to drop half a volt off a power supply for a laptop, because it was a 20 volt and it wanted 19.5, so he thought, oh yeah, I'm an engineer, I know these drop half a volt, I'll put that on. Yeah, it did. It got so hot it burnt a hole in his carpet. We warned. Okay, we have the back cluster off. There's the bulbs. That's obviously the indicator. That isn't. That matches the indicator, so that's the reverse one, and that must be the, is it a second brake light or is that a fog light? Yes, that's the fog light. So here it is. Now as you can see on these, they all have this common earth strip which goes to the chassis, which is the first pin on this connector, which makes it the black wire. How nice of them to be logical for once. So the next two up are for this bulb. So the orange and the blue one will be the side lights and brake lights. 1, 2, 3, number 4. Number 4 is the pinky coloured one. That's the indicator. The top one is the fog light, which is the red and black one. So this white one here, white with a red stripe, that's my indicator. So we've got ground, we've got ground, we've got brake light and side light, or the other way about. Then what was that one? Indicator, then reverse light, then fog. I've turned my side lights on so I can find out which one of these wires, the two that go down here, are the side light one. So what I need is something like a voltmeter that I can then start touching these metal bits with, and I thought, why have we gone off? All I did was move you a tiny bit. Oh, I see. A dodgy part. I've disturbed it, you see. It was okay till I took it apart. Yeah, after wobbling it a few times, it does seem there is a bit of corrosion in there as well. These vans are known for it, and metals corrode, especially metals that are, you know, 14, 15 year old, like this van is. As I was saying, voltmeter, push, check voltage. I ain't got a voltmeter out here. I am going back inside. I've got that. I can use that as my voltmeter because I know up here that all of that is earth, and then I can just push it on them two connectors and see which one makes a noise, and then I know that one is my side light. Eh? I must just have a bad connection or something. There we are. Give him a scrape with my knife, and now I know which one it is.
Attention.
It's that one.
Attention, please.
So that's my side lights one.
Attention.
So that must be the brake light one. So there you now know for future. Ground's the first pin, the next one's the side lights, the next one's the brake lights, then we've got indicator, reverse and fog. I hope that info comes in handy for someone. So as you can see, I scraped the insulation off that wire there, and now I know which one is the side lights, which is that one. I'll do the same to that one, and that's where I make the two connections that I did on the little diagram earlier. And there we are, it's been cobbled on in the nicest possible taste. It's not a brilliant job, but it's a job that'll do, and it'll keep on doing for many, many years, I'm sure, as all my other ones always seem to do. The other ones here are the tow bar wiring, but those have been tagged on and soldered, but I didn't think this thing needed soldering. It's not important enough. Well, there we are, we've got the light back on, and we've got the sounder mounted down here, kind of tucked up behind here. So there we are, we're all working. Now all I've got to do is just go and turn it on. Okay, I'll just nip around to the front of the van and throw it in reverse. I'll do it with the side lights on. As you can see, it's in reverse and the side lights are on, and we've got no sound. So as soon as I turn my side lights off, there you are, we have the sound. And if I turn the side lights back on again, so there we are. I consider that to be job done. I don't know what I'll be adding to the van next, but thanks for watching, and well, come back and see what I do next time.